Hey friends, welcome back to Golden Papery, and we are going to get started with our August week 2 Plan With Me series. So, as you may have noticed, I did not do a video this past week, and I will tell you why. It was the busiest and craziest week of my life. So, well, not of my life, but I'm exaggerating. But I will say this. Some of you who have been following the journey know that I quit my job about 2 weeks ago. Actually, if I have to be honest, I quit about a month and a half ago. But I've stayed on for far longer than I thought I would. And then on top of that, they decided that they still wanted to contract my services to kind of finish out some of the things that we have open. I don't blame them, and I still feel comfortable working for them knowing that I'll be getting paid at the rate that I decided to send them. So it works out both ways. But we had a jam-packed calendar, and I wish that I could show you guys everything that happened in my week, but it was crazy. I had to drive back home. Well, not back home, but back to my hometown in South Texas. That was on Monday. I had probably like 15 plus meetings, which is insane. I think that nobody should be held to those standards of having so many meetings in a week. You get no work absolutely done. And so I was scrambling. But thankfully, Tuesday will be my last day of my full-time work. So I'll be able to control the way I handle my calendar. I have been looking into some different AI tools that will help me manage my calendar a little bit better. But also, I'm just happy that I'm able to get back on track with my planning. I have so many things that I want to share with you all, especially now that I decided to go full time with my company, which is a marketing and IT agency. Gratefully, in all thanks given to God, that I have been blessed with so much work. I don't think I told you guys because this just happened, I think, a week and a half ago, but I also got hired as a consultant, a contracted consultant for another company. So yeah, I am going to be busy, and I am happy that I have those opportunities because you guys know that I was stressing about not being able to have any work or jobs once I quit. To be honest, I just kind of quit without a plan and then decided let's leap into it. Let's just do the marketing and IT agency and see if we get work. Which is so funny because I had a couple of interviews for some part-time jobs. And the pay was very humble, but I was willing to do it because I didn't want to be without a job. And so sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith and just leave it in God's hands because truly He is the driver in all of this, and He made all of this happen. So this week, the yellow is going to represent my full-time job. And so you guys can see here that my last day will be on the 15th, but I still have some meetings that are happening up until Wednesday. And then I'm also having some data that I have to submit for the end of year talent data that we're working on. They also decided that they're going to do a couple of retreats. There's a leadership retreat next week. So I have to finish data by this Friday. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it's going to have to happen. So even though, yes, my last day with my organization for full-time work is on the 15th, I'm probably still going to be working with them full-time. So it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it because, like I said, they're going to pay me on my contracted rate. But I also have other things going on. As you can see, my blue dots represent the other contracted work that I'm doing, which is another dashboard. And we did have some progress last week. We just had a meeting and I was able to showcase some of the things that we were able to get done. And it went really well. So I'm happy for that. And then we got soccer happening already. It is soccer season for my toddler. I'm excited about it. I want to see like the progress that she's done. And not really the progress of like, okay, she's a soccer pro or anything like that, but just her being a year older and seeing how that will be a positive impact in like her mobility, being able to move, being able to, finally rotate her body to get the ball in the goal. So I'm excited to go support her. She started her first day of school last week, which is another thing that happened in the midst of just the craziness. And she had a great first day of school. She was transferred to a new elementary, and it has just had a positive impact on her. She loves her teacher. She loves how big it is. We live in a very small town, very small country town. And coming from just a bigger city, I mean, it's a big difference. The population here is probably like 2,000 people. We came from a city that was like 400,000 plus, probably more. So things are a little bit different. But this is the full layout, y'all. I am still adding my personal life here. This is my all things planner. It really is my all things planner. Now, I shared with you guys about a week and a half ago my small business planner, which is what I'm using my A5 for. So I'm actually considering purchasing a new Filofax personal planner because honestly, this one is working completely fine, but I'm noticing that and you can kind of see it on the right side, but I'm noticing that like the bending of it is just getting a little bit too flimsy. And I think I may go back to like the binder. I have seen some of the new designs. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try to spend this money and budget for it. But I try to be conscious when I'm spending, so we're going to still stick with this one for a while. But on my A5 planner, that one is not a Filofax one. And so I'd like to see if I can get a Filofax planner and see how I can do the layout and just really make it my business planner for my marketing and IT agency. So, but yeah, this is the planning for the week, guys. Monday, we are in the first day of school for most of the schools that are happening in Texas. I have Bible study on Wednesday. I have a couple of things that I want to also remind myself of. Checking my business emails, making sure that I also track a software that I got, which is called Clean Email. If you guys haven't tried that out, it's actually really cool. It cleans your email box. It's not free, but it's actually a very productive system. And then also, I want to keep track of some of the things that I have to do on a daily basis. So that's my Bible studying. I'm reading a book right now for Sunday school. Watering my plants. I mean, just the everyday things that happen in someone's life, right? The personal planner was meant for this. It's something that I try to keep in my purse at all times. If I don't have my business, and that's the thing. I left my business planner at my office because that is where all my business is going to happen. But this personal planner is just going to give me the snippet, the overview. I want to make sure that I stay productive, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself with all of the things that are happening. And so this planner is going to stay like this. Now, I have been feeling that I'm not using this planner to its full potential, and so I think that I am going to be doing a cleanup of the other dividers. I hadn't realized that I had purchased some dividers from Etsy, and I just noticed that they're getting shipped. So, things like that is what's also preventing me from, going and doing the cleanup already. But we have a lot of things that we need to get done this week. I have to do some social media updates for some of the pages that I do. I have to also do some priority business items. I haven't ordered a sign. I need to do that. I haven't ordered an office chair. I need to do that too. And then I also got some graphic design requests. I'm also going to work on that. A lot of great things that are happening. And again, so grateful that I'm in this position that I do have work. Because that truly was a concern when I quit my job. So, I'll be truthful with you guys. If there's something that you want to do, set your mind for it, make the plan, and just do it. If you have the means and you're able to just take a leap, I say take the leap. But I am so grateful that things are going well, and we got things happening. But if you see the layout to this, it's very happy. It's very, I don't know, it's just giving me like first day of school vibes. That's what it is. It's colorful, it's rainbowy, it's like a little bit pastel, but it's very bright. And that's what I wanted to see in this week's planner. I wanted to open this planner and just see a whole bunch of colors. And as I always mention, sometimes it looks empty, but when I go back and do the flip through, you guys can see that there are notes. I add more things onto it. I add in more reminders. And that's just the way that it happens sometimes. So, this really has become one of my favorite planners because it really does track everything. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a cleanup of the planner. I'm going to be adding some of my homesteading planning in here as well, since I did see some comments that y'all want to hear some more about that. And honestly, there is a system to it. We got to track the eggs. We sell our eggs and things like that. So lots of great things happening. And I'm just so excited that you guys are sharing this journey with me, because it has been stressful. And with being under the weather right now, like I'm just, let's just do it. But that is basically it, guys. And I hope that, you have a great week. And I will be picking up my planner from the office this week so that I can also share with you all my business planner. So yeah, thanks for joining.